Welcome guys to a brand new video on One Punch Man World. So one of my videos that I posted was like top 5 character in the game, and I said that Zombieman was better than Tatsumaki. Now that video, well, it did pretty well, I guess, but there was a bunch of comments in the comment section saying that I don't use Tatsumaki correctly, and that's why I believe Zombieman is better than her. Now I feel like in that video I kind of explained it, but at the same time I didn't explain it well enough. So that's why in today's video we are going to be taking a look at Tatsumaki versus Zombieman, or Zombieman versus Tatsumaki, or Terrible Tornado, to figure out who is the best character in the game, because both of them are simply absolutely amazing DPS character that honestly, if you guys are still deciding on whether you want to get Tatsumaki, the answer is simple. She's absolutely insane. Now I'm trying to get her potential 1. I don't know if it's a smart idea to do, because a potential 1 is absolutely amazing, really good. I want to get it, but like the resources in this game is very scarce. I'm saving all of these resources, like I said in my previous video, for future characters like Garo, Boros as well. So I really want to be saving all my resources. Maybe we'll get events. We haven't gotten a proper event in this game, so maybe I will get a lot more resources later on, but I really want to get her potential 1. It's really strong, one of the best potential 1 in the game. But when we talk about Tatsumaki versus Zombieman, please guys, we are talking about potential 0, because a lot of people would like to say, well, potential 1 Tatsumaki is absolutely insane. Yeah, it's true, absolutely true, but how many people is going to actually have a potential 1 Tatsumaki? Let's not kid ourselves. With the rates the way it is, plus the limited resources, I will be surprised if any free-to-play player is able to get a potential 1 Tatsumaki. Now obviously you guys could get lucky. You could pull 2 Tatsumakis in one summon. I don't know. You know what? We are going to do one summon right now. YOLO summon. Let's see what we get. I don't know if you're going to get her. I don't know. I'm just doing a YOLO summon, and obviously I'm still battling 50-50 as well. Okay, it's a shaft, so we skip this. You know what? Should I just go all in? I've already done 2 multis already on her banner, to be honest. So I'm technically it's gonna be very difficult to decide, you know. I really want to get a potential 1, but it's like future characters I want to save for. Now obviously we still don't know if Pity carries over, so basically what I just did could have ruined my account. Anyways, let's focus on the main topic, Tatsumaki versus Zombieman. Go over my proper opinion on this answer, and that's why I believe Zombieman is still number 1. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Tell me down in the comment section your own opinions as well. Let me know if you think I'm wrong, if you think I'm right. Let me know down in the comment section. So first of all, Zombieman, I've been using him for a while. Honestly, I see no issue with him. Like, there's no issue with this character. Great single target, great AoE, I guess. With his first kill can literally like hit a lot of characters. Overall, just a main DPS character. His third skill, when you're switching from your axe and gun to your full-on gun, does huge AoE damage. So if the enemy is all close to you, if there's even multiple enemies, you can do huge insane AoE damage, and it's absolutely amazing. I literally have no issues with Zombieman, no issues from his gameplay, nothing like that. Actually, his second skill, which has this block, if block succeeds, it doesn't say if you still take damage. What I've noticed is I still take damage even with the block. So let's go ahead and see. Actually, I'm pretty sure you still take damage, right? So when the enemy attacks you and you block it, you still take damage. Yeah, you still take a little damage, but you deal a bit of damage more. Well, you deal more damage to the enemy, which is actually pretty good. I guess you could say that's an issue. Now the block doesn't always actually block. There's some characters that just ignores your block and still hits you and you get knocked back. So there is it's not like a guaranteed block every single time. Sometimes the enemies will just hit back and you'll fly off. But that's literally the only slight issue, like slight issue. But when you take a look at Tatsumaki, there's a couple of issues. No, don't get me wrong, by the way. She's an absolutely beast of a character, but there's still some prevalent issues with her. First of all, a second skill locks her in place, meaning if the enemy just ignores your vortex, is coming at you whilst you're standing in place. Now you can dodge out the way, but essentially you just wasted a skill, because you won't be able to get all the telekinesis mark. You won't be able to do all the damage as well. So essentially you're losing out on damage, but you still have to dodge out of the way because the enemy's coming at you. So that's a big issue. Second issue is if she's going against a lot of characters, it is going to be extremely hard for her to accumulate all of her telekinesis mark, which essentially means it's going to be very hard for her to use her third skill and go into the liberation phase. So there's two issues just straight off the bat. Now, this issue can technically be, well, actually it's not really a major issue, but it's still an issue, you know. Now, as you're playing this game, you will actually notice you can technically get an infinite amount of the telekinesis phase, which is as you're hitting the enemy, making sure you don't miss any of your skills. You can technically keep spamming your third skill and go into the telekinesis phase like 100% of the time, which is what you want to be doing. You want to be inside this telekinesis phase as much as possible. Now, obviously her potential 1 helps with that because it increases the duration of the telekinesis state by to 25 seconds, which is a lot. So essentially, you will always be in your telekinesis phase, and you also get an increased 18% damage. Now, what I believe is a lot of people have the people commenting on my last video about it probably have the potential 1 on their Tatsumaki. They get that 18% increase in damage, they get that extended duration in the liberation phase, and they're saying she's the best character in the game. Obviously, this potential 1 is absolutely insane, very, very strong. If you have a potential 1 Tatsumaki, her damage will be better than Zombieman. Now, constantly from my testing, Zombieman has always done the most damage. Now, there is some times where Tatsumaki's deal a little bit more damage than Zombieman, but, well, obviously I'm controlling Zombieman, so maybe that's a factor, but I've always seen Zombieman deal a lot more damage than Tatsumaki. Now, obviously it comes down to my build as well. This is my current build for him. It's not the greatest, this is it, and then you go over to my Tatsumaki, this is my build as well, not the best. Now, there is a way to actually improve Tatsumaki even more, which is if you go over to the impression now, I'm not talking about the SSR one, I'm talking about the SR one. As you can see, increase the crit rate of all skills in the telekinesis liberation phase by 16%. This is actually very, very good. Now, especially when you get extra copies of this. So max copies, you increase your crit rate to 32%. Now, including your crit rate, your standard crit rate, that is a lot. That is a really, really good amount of crit rate. So essentially, if you have a lot of crit rate on her, you technically, and you're able to go into the liberation phase a lot of the time, you don't really need to build a lot of crit rate on her. You can focus on trying to get 45% and then increase the crit damage as much as you can, and that would be actually very, very good. So the SR one is actually very, very strong. I am trying to get multiple copies of this to make her extremely good. And then the SR one also, what does it do? Yeah, it's not that much important, but this is very, very important in my opinion. So I'm trying to get many duplicates. It's going to take a while before that happens, and also her banner is going away in a couple of days. I don't know if I just did something stupid actually. I don't know if I should carry on something for her, because if I do, I won't be able to get the next character. But potential one is really strong, guys. I don't know. But you don't really need it, guys. You really don't. You can enter the liberation phase a lot of the time, and you can, as long as you don't mess up with your clicking. To be honest, she's just an easy dumb character to use, like brain dead. Just press all the skills as much as you can, as fast as you can, hit all your moves. But the issue is, whenever you're controlling a character, for some reason the enemy likes to focus on you. So when you want to put her in the optimum distance, to be honest, if you have a memory, which is piece of cake over there, you gain 15% damage, but also extends the range of optimum distance. I guess this is good, but at the same time, what was I saying? Optimum distance, pretty good. But at the same time, if the enemy just comes at you, it becomes an issue, because now you have to dodge out the way. It's not, as a ranged character, you're typically further away from the opponent, and you have your melee characters, but for some reason the AI still comes at you, even though if she was a character where the AI doesn't focus on her, in terms of like the enemy trying to focus on her, and you can stand still and literally deal as much damage as you can, she would be the best character in the game. But because every character you control has a aggro, or like you're always taunting the enemy, they will always try and fight Tatsumaki, even though she wants to stay quite a ways from the enemy. So it's kind of an issue, a slight issue as well. Like I said, it's not like an issue that breaks her. No, a lot of people like to say that I don't know how to play her, and that's why I'm saying that there's a bunch of negatives with her. No, it's just there is a negative. It's not hard to use her. Literally just press all the skills as much as you can, and it's pretty good. She's a very, very brain dead character in my opinion, but at the same time, what is it? The second skill literally will like stop her from moving. And then you still have to dodge out the way. If your timing is off, you get smacked around and the enemy is now trying to come close to you, which you're losing the optimum distance. But actually, if you're extending the range of the optimum distance, I guess that's fine. Or does it? No, it would have said decreased. I'm pretty sure even you're close. Let me go ahead and fight something right now so I can see the optimum distance. Like, I'm pretty sure it kind of not extends, but kind of like even if you're close to the enemy, you still kind of have the optimum distance, which would be good. So let me go ahead and test that right now. Like I mentioned, Zombieman, no issues with him. DPS insane, literally barely any, like no con with him. You summon for him, you get 1 copy, you have the best character. Tatsumaki, you have a really strong character, great character, but when there's multiple opponent, falls a little bit off because she can't go into the liberation phase, which she does want to go into. So this is my regular team. Actually, no, I usually use Saitama. So we're gonna add, actually no, we can use him. Okay, we go into this, we're gonna remove the food because this should be easy to do. So yeah, one thing I want to check right now is the optimum distance because I have 3 sets of her specific memory. So I'm pretty sure, there we go, beautiful character, beautiful. So there we go. So yeah, look, even if you're close, the optimum distance still counts. That's good. So yeah, very nice. You don't have to stay a lot of ways away. So if you didn't have a piece of cake, say like I said, the enemy still tries to focus on you, even though you are further away compared to the other characters, which annoys me. But technically I could go all the way here, but it still comes at me. So instead of me just standing still and just dealing as much damage as possible, the enemy still thinks it's a great idea to come at me. But like I said, there's a way for you to go into the optimum distance as much as go into the liberation phase as, oh come on. You can go into the liberation states as like consistently every single time. So as you can see, the liberation phase is still going on, slightly ends, and there we have it again. Come closer, there we go. Okay, I'll do this properly now. Let's do this properly. I'm gonna use the second skill. Perfect. Let's go. Okay, I think I'm gonna do it better now. There we go. Oops. Slam that, go into the liberation phase. There you go. So I can technically go into liberation phase as much as possible. So yeah, potential 1 isn't necessary, but it does give you, makes it easier. You know what I mean? There we go. So she's still in the liberation phase, but she, oh, what the heck happened? So, okay, go away from the enemy. Perfect. So yeah, there we go. And then go into the liberation phase. Oh, we're still in the liberation phase, sorry. There we go. So yeah, look, optimum rotation with her. It's just button mashing, guys. Just do whatever you want to do with her. There we go. Perfect. Done. Enter again. So in the liberation stage, she has a 16% more crit rate. So she's critting a lot more. Perfect. Use your skills when you have it active. And then we use this. There we go. So it's pretty easy, like I said. So luckily the enemy is not trying to, okay, still trying to target us for some reason. And then we use this skill. Done. GG's. Why is it kind of, why has the quality gone down a bit? I don't know. Anyways, there we go. So yeah, my answer would still be like, Zombieman is still technically better than her, but she's still a very good character. Like, they're one of the best characters in the game. Now, if you have potential 1, then no doubt about it, you guys can easily say she's the best character in the game. And then we go into the liberation phase. Perfect. There we go. There we go. Use this. Why is it coming close to me, man? There we go. There we go. So I'm just going to keep going round and round just to make sure that the enemy doesn't focus on me. So just circle the boss like this. Luckily, this boss isn't that mobile, so it's good for me. There we go. So yeah, look at the crits, man. Pretty good. There we go. Let's see how much damage she's able to do. I think she'll still deal more than Zombieman because I'm controlling her, whoever you control usually does the most damage, especially if they're really good characters like Zombieman and Tatsumaki. Let's see. Oh, 38%. So yeah, they're both really good actually. Even though I've technically, no, I've invested into them kind of equally. Yeah, she kind of did. Yeah, she did more than him, as you can see. But it's kind of close, guys. Anyways, that's my answer, guys, to the question: who's better? I think Zombieman's better. But Tatsumaki is definitely a close number one as well. And you know what? If I could just give the win, I'd give the win to both of them, so we can stop arguing. They're both good. They're both number one. It's it. That's it. It's been your boy AC Gamer. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'm out.